They are here. Can you guys guess what they are? I am so excited. So excited. Look at them. So awesome. And you probably are wondering why they are laying down on the ground, but don't worry. We'll talk about that. So we got them about 3 days ago, and the first day we got them, the weather was super nice, and it was a really nice day. And then in the evening, we started having some severe thunderstorms and high winds, so they all got knocked down on the ground. And the second day it was also super windy. I was trying to film actually the second day to show you guys. I was super excited and I couldn't contain it, but I had to wait. It was super windy still, and every time I would put the trees up, they would topple down because they don't have a very wide base and they are super narrow. I'll show you what they look like in just a second. I got 12 Spartan junipers, and they are going to be going in this area right over here, forming a hedge, a privacy hedge between us and the neighbors, because as you can see right now, we both don't have any privacy, and I think that's just something that's important for the both of us, and it's going to look beautiful, and it's going to provide us both with privacy. I also got some other stuff that I want to talk to you about, guys, and I'll let you know where I ordered this and how long I waited and all this stuff in just a second. Let me take some of these, a specimen of these trees and the other stuff that I got over here, so that we can look at them and talk about them. So let's talk about the most important thing to me right here. This is the Spartan juniper, and they grow about 4 to 5 feet wide and about 15 feet tall, and they are drought tolerant. They are also shade tolerant, semi-shade tolerant. And over here between us and the neighbors, we have some areas that receive some afternoon shade, so it was important to me that they will be tolerant of that, because I cannot change that situation, and I need something that's evergreen, that's going to provide a privacy hedge for the whole season, for the whole year, not just for part of the year. And I think this one is going to be perfect for this, and you can see how beautiful they grow in this columnar shape, and they have a tight growing habit, and I love the color of this. And I love the color of this of this Spartan juniper. Actually, the blue moon juniper is one of the things that is on my list that one day I'm going to be getting and planting on our property as well, because they are absolutely beautiful. I love how they kind of have these two-tone hues. The older growth is kind of a bluish color, and the new growth is a vibrant green. It's really absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys can see. Maybe I should position the camera a little bit better because the sun is in the way. Okay, there we go. I think that's better. So let me bring it a little closer. It just fell. I put it down and it fell again. So I'm a little bit wary of putting them up. Actually, I'm thinking about putting them maybe in a box and setting them close together so that they are more resistant to the wind that way, because they do need to be upright so that they can receive sunlight from all directions and they don't end up rotting or defoliating on one of the sides, because I do still have some more. I don't know if you guys can see in the back over there, I still have about, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, 8 feet or so that I need to clear up before I'm able to do that. So before I'm able to plant them over here, and there's a lot of prepping that I need to do before we can put them in the ground. So my plan is to plant these pretty close together, not pretty close, but about 4 feet, not 5 feet apart, but 4 feet apart, so that they can kind of intergrow together. Because I did not want to have them staggered, because that would take a lot more space from this area, and it would also cost us a lot more, because I do need a lot more trees with a staggered way. You would put them 5 feet away from each other and then plant one in the middle, and it's a lot. And considering we have a big area over here that we need to cover, that wasn't reasonable. So So we're just gonna go with putting them a little bit closer together so that they can provide that privacy screen for us. And again, these are drought tolerant, which means I don't have to constantly baby them and water them all the time. I will be putting them on drip irrigation, and that is going to take some time for me to set it up. But at least that if we go through a drought season where I'm not going to be able to water them all the time, they will be able to go through that no problem, because we have been having yes, I think so, drought in the summer for the past 3 years. The year before last year was pretty bad. This past year it wasn't super bad. It was okay actually. The drought kind of broke halfway through the season, and hopefully this year we won't have any drought. But in case of a drought, and these trees will be able to handle it because they are acclimated to dry environments, and we do get a lot of moisture over here in the winter and in the spring. But right now it's not like it's raining every day. Some springs it does rain every day, but this spring has been windy, and we have had a lot of snow also, and some rain mixed in there. So we did get moisture, but not tons of moisture where it would drown them. So I think they'll be okay. Every season is different, of course. So that's that, and let me bring the next thing that I got, and I'll show it to you. So you can see I'm kind of going heavy on the evergreens because we just cut down 2 evergreen trees from our property, and our property doesn't have a lot of evergreens, so it's mostly deciduous trees and deciduous I can't say it, deciduous shrubs, and I want to incorporate a lot of evergreens for a winter structure and for something green to look at in the winter, because really we are starved in the winter from green, and I think it's really important for our health and for our eyes to look at something green in the winter, so that we're not so that we don't get these winter blues, and so that our eyes have something to look at and relax, because snow is just pretty stark and it's all white and it can be a little bit harsh on the eyes. So this beauty over here, this is the, I don't know, I'm gonna butcher the name, it's Palmetto Muggle Pine. This grows about 6 feet tall and 8 feet wide. So I thought I have the right place for it, but now I'm kind of questioning that. I need to look at it again, and we'll see. I was planning on planting it in the hill in the front of our driveway. We'll see. I need to look at that again and kind of assess the location to see if that was the right location for it or not. If not, I have another location for it, and I think it will be good. I'm looking at it right now. It's next to another evergreen. I think it will be good over there. We'll see if it doesn't fit in the first location that I intended it to fit in. This also has, so you can see right here, it grows these beautiful candles, and they grow about this tall, and it looks super cute. It has this just random kind of growth habit. So you have some tall and some short branches. You can kind of tell over here. You can see this branch is a little bit higher. You have some branches that are a little short. So it's really, it adds a little character to the landscape, and it also looks like it kind of has some yellowing at the top, and I don't think that's damage. I think when I was looking at it on the website, it looked this way, so it has a little bit of color, a little bit of yellow color with the green, so it's not just fully green, and it's a nice green tone. It's vibrant, and it's not blue, because we have the evergreens that we have right now, along with the ones that I got, are mostly blue hue in color. So this will add a little bit a different color to the landscape. So I'm super excited about this one. It's super cute, and we'll figure out where to put it together. The next thing that I got are these Stevens cranberry, and I got 2 of them. I believe they need, there's a male and a female to pollinate each other, but I'm not sure. I forgot. I'll be putting a picture for all the stuff that I'm showing you guys up on the screen so that you can kind of get a better view of the thing that I'm showing you when at its kind of full growth. These right now look a little puny, but I did order the smaller size because it is more budget friendly, and I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on all the stuff that we are getting. We are trying to incorporate a lot of fruits on our property because we want to grow organic fruits, and we want to be able to make our own homemade jams and jellies and freeze-dried fruits and all this stuff. And cranberries, my kids and I love them. And I'll also be able to make some cranberry jelly or a cranberry jam for Thanksgiving, or maybe, I don't know, maybe my kids would like to eat it on toast. I don't know. When I make it, because they always seem to like it better when I make jams and jelly rather than the store-bought stuff. And these are going to go in the apiary garden. If you've been here before, I talked about that garden for a long time in several videos, and I have a plan for it. And I think the plan though is morphing because one, I kind of I didn't draw it out. I had pictures kind of and I was moving them around, so I have to do that again and then draw out a last plan for it, or at least something that I will stick to a little better. And it's not like I'll stick to it to 100%, but it will give me an idea of where things are going so that I know exactly what to buy or what to plant, what kind of seeds I need to plant in that area. And that area is going to incorporate both edibles and flowers and pollinator friendly and all that stuff. And I just want it to be a beautiful space for us to look at, and because it's very close to our deck, and also kind of a bee heaven because we have our bees in there. This is why we call it the apiary garden. So the bees can just go around and frolic in there. And I also got them a bird bath that I'm going to be setting in there so that we can put some water for them to drink, because they're always seeking a source of water, and they are ending up in the vegetable garden. And not that I have a problem with that, but they get kind of a little jumpy around the water, so whenever I get close to them when they are drinking, they kind of get a little bit aggressive, and I don't want to deal with that. Last year I actually got stung 4 times in my leg, and I had 7 stingers and stuck in my pants, but 4 of them actually got through and stung me in the leg. Didn't hurt that bad actually. It was okay, and but I just don't want to have to deal with that all the time. So I got him a bird bath, and I'll be setting it with you guys when the time is ready for that. I have so much going on. I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed because it seems like everything has to happen at the same time, and I only have so much time. I've been trying to come here actually since 12 o'clock, and it hasn't happened. And right now it's around 5 o'clock, so that will kind of give you a clue of how the day goes. So we've been super busy inside, and also my little one just wants to cuddle up and play a lot. So, and it's okay, I don't mind. I appreciate this time with her, and because they just grow so fast, and I want to give her all the love that she wants. So these cranberries grow about 2 feet wide and to 2 to 3 feet tall. So they're a pretty petite shrub. I forgot if they're evergreen. I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't believe they're evergreen. So I've been actually protecting them in the garage at night because we are still getting freezing temperatures at night, because these came from the south and they're not acclimated to our temperatures over here. So in the morning I've been putting them in front of the garage and opening the door. The first couple days I just put them kind of slightly in the garage, and then I open the door and then leave them there for the rest of the day, and then in the evening I put them back in the garage so that they're not experiencing all the cold temperatures. And then today I put them a little bit further away so they're more exposed to so that they're exposed to a little bit more sunlight, and that's just hardening them off. And I don't want them to you know, get a hard freeze and just die. That's not what I'm planning on. So I'm being super careful, and if the day is very cold, I'm just gonna leave them in the garage, and if anything I'll put them under my grow lights so that they can receive some light if I need to, or I'll just turn on the lights in the garage, and I think they should be okay. So I got 2 of these cranberries, and I also got this honeysuckle. This is peaches and cream honeysuckle, and it has beautiful blooms. I forgot if this is an evergreen or not. I'll have to look again and see if it's an evergreen. I don't think it is. It looks like I have a weed in there. Yes, I have a weed in there. A flowering weed. Beautiful, but it's a weed. So this is going to go next to the the new flower bed in the backyard, and I have plans for this. One day I want to have an arbor, so for now we're just gonna have it on this trellis that they have over here, and then one day when I get an arbor I'll be able to kind of train it on the arbor, because I do want to create kind of a path to that area and have this climb over the arbor, and I think that would be very beautiful, and it would be like the entrance to the patio that I created over there. And I'm super excited. It's work in progress. It's gonna take a long time because you know, I'm just doing all this work by hand, no big machines, nothing like that. We're not hiring people to do the work for us. So it's gonna take a while for this plan to happen, but it's super budget friendly and it's enjoyable. You know, I really love being outside. I love the sunshine, and I love seeing green, and I love taking care of plants. It's one of my biggest passions, other than cooking and preserving food and all that stuff. If you're actually interested and would like to know, I have a website. It's called peacefullivingnH.com, just like the name of this YouTube channel, Peaceful Living NH. And I have some gluten-free recipes over there. I am going to be adding some more recipes. I also have some blog posts, gardening blog posts, and food preservation blog posts over there, so you can go ahead and check it out, and I'll leave a link for it in the description box below. But right now I haven't had the time to add more stuff to it, and I really want to, but it's been challenging. My time is kind of squished. I have very little time, very little breathing time, and whatever time I have that is available, I'm out here doing my gardening thing and filming videos for you guys. And I really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and the like, and if you are new here, and thank you so much for being here and for watching. Let me show you the last thing that I got. So this little tiny thing over here, this is the Blue Moon Wisteria. Again, this is going to go in the back and near the patio area. I'll show you where everything's going to go. So the reason why I chose this wisteria is because it is not invasive like the Asian, like the Chinese variety. I think this is an American variety or Japanese. I'm not sure. I think it's an American variety. But I did my research. I forgot the different types of wisteria. But this has a beautiful purple iridescent blooms that are kind of elongated, and I believe it has a beautiful scent as well, and I believe it blooms in the spring. I'll do a little more research on it again because I forgot all the details, and I'll share them with you guys in a separate video whenever we are planting this. And again, this is not as aggressive, so if you're thinking, what are you doing planting a wisteria? This is not as aggressive as the other wisterias. I will be training this into a tree form. If you've ever watched P. Allen Smith, I love everything that he does. He's an amazing garden designer, and he's full of knowledge. And one of the things that I fell in love with in one of his garden designs is the wisteria trees. Super beautiful if you've seen them. And I've been wanting a wisteria tree ever since I've seen it, and so this is why there's a wisteria here, because I want a wisteria tree, and it's going to be the focal point of the patio in the back. And we are going to actually be pouring some, digging a hole and pouring some cement and putting a, what's it called, some metal bar, I forgot what it's called, in there, and then tying the tree form, this wisteria, training it onto that, and then training it into a tree form. So I'm super excited about this one. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in love already. And I've been babying this thing as well as the honeysuckle and the cranberries. I'm doing the same thing with these, putting them in front of the garage in the morning, and then putting them back in the garage in the evening, so that they don't get damaged with frost, because we will get frost, and we probably are. I haven't been watching the temperatures, but I don't want to lose the plants that I just got. So these are all the plants that I got. 12 Spartan junipers, and the wisteria, the honeysuckle, the cranberries, 2 of them, and cute little pine that I forgot its name. Has a hard name, hard to remember, but it's super cute. So I got these trees from Fast Growing Trees, and to be honest with you, I was super nervous about ordering trees from them because I've seen commercials for them online, and the name itself just kind of makes me a little nervous, because I was thinking like, oh, Fast Growing Trees, like, are you telling me, no way a company with that name is going to be honest, because they're just, like, the name is just scammy. That's what I was thinking. So, but it's totally the opposite. I'm super happy with everything that I got, and the small plants, I can only expect them to be this way, and they shipped really well. They were very well packaged. They come in these long cardboard boxes. They're all tied up, and they have plastic on the containers and tied up with a zip tie to protect the dirt from spilling everywhere, and everything just came super perfect. All the trees, nothing is broken, and nothing, just with exception to the wisteria, there's just one little branch that's broken, and also on the cranberry, just one little tiny branch that's broken. That's not a big deal. I mean, out of all the plants, just 2 that have a tiny little branch that's broken, I'm hooked. These are like super good plants, and Fast Growing Trees, if you see this video, you are free to sponsor it. I would love that. Anyways, I ordered them in the fall of last year, and they ship them to you during your growing season, so I was expecting them to ship in the spring. Last time I ordered trees, I did not order them from Fast Growing Trees. I ordered some fruit trees, and they came super early. They came in March, and that company also is in the South. Fast Growing Trees is also in the South. I think it's North Carolina or South Carolina, one of the Carolinas. And but the first company that I ordered from, they shipped them super early, and I had to baby them inside, and I wasn't able to take them outside until like the end of spring, because we were still getting a lot of frost, and I didn't want them to get damaged because they had growth on them, and they had flowers and all that stuff, and I didn't want them to die. And they were also super expensive. So what I've noticed is that with Fast Growing Trees, they're a lot more affordable, And you know, I ordered a lot of trees and a lot of plants, and it, basically you can each plant, you can kind of cut down the price, divide the price to about each plant to be about $40 or so. Of course, some plants are going to be more expensive than others, but that's kind of the ratio of each plant. But you know, for the evergreens, they're pretty big. For I expected them to be a lot smaller. They're not super big, of course, but they're, you know, they're a good size for that price, I think, and they're super healthy, and they ship super well. Yeah, I'm super happy with them. So I will definitely order again from there. They shipped at the right time. I didn't have to worry about, you know, the whole freezing and all that. And I was worried if the evergreens ship earlier, I was thinking of actually burying the bottom of the pots in our mulch pile to kind of provide some protection for the root balls. So right now I have to water all these plants because they are drying out, and I'm going to put the evergreens in some boxes and have them stand right side up, so because they keep toppling over from the wind. And then I'm going to be working a little bit on that area again. Right there I have a whole bunch to clean up. I'm gonna time myself, maybe I'll just do 1 hour or so, and then I'm going to head inside and finish making dinner, because I don't have a lot of time left. Box big enough to put these 5 together so that they're less likely to get knocked over by the wind. But I think if you can see them over here, it looks like they're going to be okay. The wind has been whipping around, and I think this shed over here is giving them some protection, and the boxes are giving them some support so that they don't topple around. What I could also do is grab a few rocks and put them in front of them and around them to stop them from toppling over. So you can see over here, they look pretty good. So I have 4 in this one and 3 in that box. I did not want to set them up in the boxes that they came in because the boxes they came in are super narrow, and I think that they're more likely to topple over that way, even if I put 2 of the boxes in front of each other, because they don't have a wide base to support the trees. So it's kind of like it's basically the same problem. So by putting them in these wide boxes and then having the 4 or the 3 together in that box with staggered or a little bit, kind of balancing each other's weight and not just one long row, is going to help them to stay together and not topple over, because we are still having some winds that is likely to topple them over. It's not super high wind, but it's just high enough where they would fall over. And I also have this boxwood. I did not order this from Fast Growing Trees. I actually got this from the big box store, but I got it and it's been toppling over all the time. And I have here, my husband put this wire over here because the chickens kept going into my flower bed, and they just kind of got sick of watching them and stopping them from going in there. So I have these rocks around it, just stopping it from falling over, and I have a perfect place for it. It's not going to be in here, and I'll show you guys where it's going to go eventually. I'm going to take this down because it's super ugly and I hate it, but it's alright. I'm leaving it for now. Until I can get to this bed. Once I get to this bed, this is coming down. I'm not leaving this up. And if my husband's watching, he'll know my plans. Thank you guys so much for watching, and the battery's about to die, and I'll see you again next time, and be on the lookout for new videos. I publish them every Wednesday and Saturday. I am changing my publishing time for Saturday because life is busy, and I'm trying to have it published on Saturday, but I just need a little more time to be able to do that. So I'm publishing now in the evening. I haven't been consistent with the time, but I'm trying to. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. They're so pretty. Can't wait to get them in the ground.